You've heard the advice to face your fears, but what if fear wasn't the enemy? What if the thing you dodge, the uneasy pulse in your chest, the shadow you avoid, what if that precise feeling was your greatest ally? In this video, we're not going to talk about fear like a monster to escape from. We're going to talk about fear like a signal, a compass pointing you toward your next level. Because growth doesn't come from comfort, it comes from leaning into the unease. If you're ready to unlock a method for growth nobody is talking about, stay with me. 1. The hidden value of fear. Most self-help content treats fear as something to get rid of. Be fearless. Don't let fear hold you back. But this frames fear as an obstacle. Here's a shift. Fear is information. When you feel a knot in your stomach, a hesitation in your mind, your subconscious is telling you something matters here. It might be your comfort zone whispering, stay here, it's safe. But the fact you're feeling something? That's the sign of a frontier. A frontier is a place where growth happens. When you sidestep fear, you sidestep growth. When you face it, you discover your value. 2. Fear's 3 faces. To use fear as a tool, you must recognize its 3 major forms. A. Fear of failure. You've done the safe route 1,000 times. You're worried what happens if you try and fail, but every failure is just feedback. If you never risk anything, you'll never get feedback and you'll stay stagnant. B. Fear of success. Oddly, success can scare you more than failure. Why? Because success changes things. It changes identity. It changes relationships. What if you achieve and then you feel isolated? What if you rise and you're not prepared? The fear of success is a subtle anchor keeping you small so you don't outgrow your comfort zone. C. Fear of being exposed. What if you try and succeed? Great. What if people start noticing? What if you become the version of you that you've always hidden? Fear of exposure keeps you playing small, blending in, avoiding risk. When you recognize these 3 faces, you stop blaming lack of motivation or lack of time. You start seeing the real blocker, fear. 3. The subconscious map. Your subconscious mind is like a hidden map of your values, your conditioning, your beliefs. When you avoid a task, skip a dream, hesitate in a conversation, it's not always laziness. It's your subconscious saying, if you go that way, you'll trigger a belief I can't handle. For example, you're terrified to pitch an idea because your subconscious believes, if I fail, I'm unworthy. You're afraid to negotiate your salary because deep down you believe, if I ask for more, I'll be rejected. So you stay quiet. You stay safe. To grow, you must map what your subconscious is protecting you from, and then navigate that map. The frontier is there, but the subconscious guard stands at the gate. Your job is to greet the guard. Say, I see you. Thank you for protecting me. But we're going through. 4. Training the fear muscle. Just like physical strength, you can train the fear muscle. Here's how. Step 1. Micro exposure. Pick something small you're afraid of. Speak up in a meeting. Send an email you've been avoiding. Do the thing you know matters but have been afraid to do. These micro jumps build the muscle. Step 2. Reflection and rewrite. After each micro jump, reflect. What did you feel? What did you tell yourself? Write it down. Then rewrite the belief. I feared speaking up, but it meant I cared, and I'm still worthy. This rewiring redirects your subconscious map. Step 3. Progressive challenge. Once you've done multiple micro jumps, increase the challenge. Move from speaking up to presenting an idea. From asking a question to leading a project. Take the next frontier step. Step 4. Identity shift. You're not just someone training fear. You become someone who levels up when fear whispers. The narrative changes. I'm not the guy who avoids risk. I'm the one who uses risk to grow. By physical, mental, and spiritual dimensions. To integrate this approach fully, you must engage across 3 dimensions. Physical. Your body stores fear. You'll feel it as tension, fatigue, shallow breathing. Train your body to tolerate discomfort. Cold exposure, intense workouts, purposeful movement, all teach your nervous system I could be uncomfortable and still come out stronger. Mental. Your mind tries to control fear by planning, worrying, avoiding. Instead, build mental resilience. Meditation, breathwork, journaling, not to escape fear but to sit with it. Let your mind whisper, I feel fear, I will act anyway. Spiritual meaning lies beyond comfort. When you lean into fear, you connect with something greater than yourself. Purpose. Ask, why am I doing this? What value am I bringing? When your action aligns with meaning, fear loses its edge. 6. The growth loop. Here's a growth loop you can apply. Identify the frontier. What have you been avoiding? Feel the fear. Acknowledge it, name it, take the micro jump, do the thing anyway, reflect and rewrite. What happened? What did I learn? Celebrate the win. Even minimal action builds credibility. Repeat with the bigger jump. Incremental growth compounds. Over time, your comfort zone expands. Fear still visits, but it becomes your signal, not your jailer. Think of a video game character again. You start at level 1, your stats are low, you're weak, you're vulnerable. You face small enemies. You collect XP. You level up. What if your fear was the boss sentinel in each level? He stands at the gate. He isn't evil. He just guards your next level. You must face him. You must show him you belong. When you beat him, you move up. Your stats increase. You unlock new realms. That's you. That's your life. Fear is the sentinel guarding your next level. Past the gate, common pitfalls and how to avoid them, waiting for inspiration. You wait forever, action before feeling. Only doing safe jumps. That feels comfortable but doesn't expand you. Ignoring reflection. Without reflection, you don't rewrite beliefs. Neglecting meaning. If your action lacks meaning, it empties you. Burning out. Training the fear muscle still needs rest and recovery. Picture your life a year from now. You still feel fear sometimes, but you don't freeze. You act. You show up. You incrementally get stronger. Your relationships shift. Your work deepens, your purpose clarifies, and you realize the sentinel wasn't your enemy, he was your doorway. Your comfort zone is no longer small. Your identity is now. I level up when fear shows up. The game changes. You stop playing safe. You begin to lead. So here's your moment of decision. Will you keep treating fear like a wall, or will you treat it like a signpost? The world doesn't wait for your fear to vanish. It waits for your action. Don't become a passive spectator of your own growth. Stand up, face the sentinel, level up, because your next version is one fear jump ahead.